Hola babies, I'm back again. Remember I told you that I was going to show you a few different ways of applying quick foundation. So hopefully you've watched my other two videos for the natural summer look. I'm going to get started because 10 minutes, remember. I'm going to try to do this in probably under 10 minutes. This is what I do as far as my complete makeup look when I am in a super rush, when you know who just does not want to wait for me to do my makeup. So the first thing I do, my face is clean right now. The first thing I do is I apply Luminate Crystal Radiance. This is from this pharmacy. It's a skin tone perfector. All it is a moisturizer, but it has a little bit of shimmer to it. So it gives your skin like an opalescent glow. So I just apply that to my face. It's very similar to MAC has a product, Moisture Gleam, and can't think of the name of the other one right now. I'll think of it later. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I apply my moisturizer. Next I'm going to apply foundation. I use a heavier foundation when I do this technique. This is Mineralized Skin Finish SPF 15. All I do is by MAC, apply a little bit to my fingertip, and I use my 4 fingers and just apply it just like lotion. I make sure I get in all of the little creases and crevices of the face, my eyelids, around the eyes. Blend it out around the chin, around the jaw, and around the nose. Very important to blend it. Okay. And there's my foundation. Okay, don't use your face wipes to clean your hands with. Always, you know, when you're next to your makeup station or on your dresser, wherever you do your makeup, keep a little packet or a little box of baby wipes. Clean your hands with those. Don't waste your good makeup removers for your hands. And also, you don't want to use your makeup remover wipes on your hands because makeup remover wipes usually have a little bit of moisturizer, and you don't want your hands to be oily or greasy when you're applying the rest of your makeup. Okay, the next thing I do is conceal anything that needs to be concealed. I like to use foundation on foundation rather than concealer and foundation. So I'm going to be using NW25 Studio Stick by MAC. And remember I said in my previous videos that you never want to use a lighter concealer around the eyes. Well, in this case, you do want to use a lighter foundation around the eyes, but not something that's too drastic. So I just apply this around the eye area, the smile lines, and if there are any little spots that I just want to cover up a little bit better, I take my 188 brush by MAC and blend it in. Remember, you put it on and then you buff it off. So I like to kind of think of using what eraser-like motion and pressure and get it all blended in. Okay, so now I'm done with the foundation. I'm finished foundation. I'm finished with the concealer and moisturizer. I'm going to take my NC42 for me in Studio Fix by MAC. I don't use a Select Sheer Press Powder in this instance because I want a little bit more coverage. Since I'm doing everything really quick and I want to make sure that I get good coverage. You could also use press powder if you didn't want to get so much coverage, but I like to use the Studio Fix in this case. Okay, I'm going to use the same 188 brush that I used earlier and just apply the Studio Fix. Remember, Studio Fix is not a press powder. It is actually a powder foundation, and it gives medium coverage that's buildable to full coverage. Little circles. Especially around the hairline, you want to make sure you blend it well. And on the forehead. Okay. Next, I'm going to take my 109 brush by MAC and apply my blush, Peaches, by MAC as well. Now this I'm going to apply right to the apples of my cheeks in little circle motions. I'm going to blend it up a little bit. Peaches is such a cute girly blush. It looks nice on pretty much any skin tone. It's nice on darker complexions. It's nice on light complexions. That's why I like to use Peaches. It's quick. It's a quick grab and go. I don't have to worry about whether it's blending with my colors that I'm wearing or anything like that. Now I'm going to go over with my 188 again and just blend it out. Okay. My next step is to use my Elizabeth Arden Sun Goddess Bronzing Powder. Now this is something that a coworker of mine used, and she was sitting one day and I saw her facing a window, and she had such a beautiful highlight right above her cheekbone that was so beautiful and subtle that I had to ask her what it was, and she said it was this Elizabeth Arden Sun Goddess, which, believe it or not, it is very hard to find. I actually had to order this online because they don't sell it in the stores anymore. I think it was a limited collection. So this I'm going to apply right to my cheekbone area and follow the contour of my cheekbone using the 109 that I used earlier for the blush. Okay, so that's our face. We're going to finish up now with our brows. I'm going to use my stripped down pencil by MAC for the brows and just fill them in. Wonder how much time I have left now. Probably about 2 minutes left, which should be just enough for us to finish our brows and gloss and everything. Okay, since this is so quick, I'm going to take our brush, brow brush. I don't know what number this one is. Can you believe it? But it's just a brow finisher brush, no big deal. And just blend this up, whatever you put on with your pencil. Remember, this is the quick one, very quick. Dior Show Blackout Mascara. If you don't have time to do anything else on your eyes, at least use a very nice quality mascara. I'm not going to apply to the lower lashes this time, just like in our natural video, because applying mascara to the lower lash is just a potential for a mistake, and we don't have time for a mistake right now because we're in a rush. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is apply a little bit more of my Burt's Bees that I applied earlier before we started the video. I always start off with Burt's Bees. I'm going to use Oversexed Plush Glass by MAC. It's a nice sheer wine color. It's not sloppy, messy, so it's really easy to fix any little mistakes that we might have. And we're done. That is a super quick, not 5-minute face, but very quick, finished up 10-minute face. I'll see you soon. Kisses.